Matthews here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the New York Knicks going up against the Orlando Magic. We've seen a lot of quality basketball from this Magic team lately. The game tonight marks their second of four.
Sports proudly brings you the Magic and Amway Center. Joined in the booth with Rick Anthony and Brent Perry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. The Knicks will end the road trip here before heading back to New York.
And speaking of the trade, I spoke to him earlier, and man, was he excited about getting the opportunity at a fresh start. He thinks he'll be able to get them to that next level, and I'm sure that's what their thought process was when they made the deal.
Tip-off goes to Orlando. Look at our starters for the Knicks. We've got Mario Hezonja. Vonleh's out there with Jordan. Then it's Moutier, and it's Dotson in at the two spot. Now, here's Isaac. That's the money. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. Brett, we're already starting to hear some trade rumors out there. Is it ever too early to start making changes?
If you talk to any good GM, it's never too early to start thinking about how can I make this roster better.
Constant thought.
There are some times, though, and I think we've seen this through the years, where there might be a player that's on the roster that, whether there's a coaching change or his approach to the season, maybe it's a contract year and mentally he's not really where he needs to be, that sometimes teams examine that and think, we might need to remove this now in order for us to get where we need to go. And that might be some of the reasons why, Kevin, we're hearing some names this early in the season.
Exactly. They get a hand on it. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And great, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
Here's Moutier following the bucket by Orlando. 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. The shot by Vonleh, no good. Orlando, they've got their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. This is it to money. That's tipped.
Well, you notice the length there from Vonleh, allowing him to get that shot block.
Releases. That one wide left.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
They double him with Jordan, and he lobs it up toward the rim. For 3, Ross. Good on the triple. Ross has found himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, if my counting is right, they've made 4 of their first 5. That's good.
Outside Jordan. Here's money. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Well, no matter how hard it's been, you want to stay positive, stay focused, and maybe a couple shots will get you right back in it.
And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. Number 1, the Magic.
And capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
Back to Moutier. Pass to Hezonja. And again, New York turns it over. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach David Fizdale.
Well, Kevin, they have a specific approach to tonight's game and told me they have to get the ball into the paint as much as possible and take advantage of what they believe is a big edge for them inside. We'll see if they're right about that tonight. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. For three, Gordon, and again, it's the Magic from deep.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Moutier looking around, down low, and the dunk by Vonleh.
That's an important basket there. The game was in danger of getting away from him here early if they let that run go on much longer.
Here's Bamba. He gets that one.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Knicks trail by 14. Dotson the pass to Jordan. Over to the left wing. Here's Moutier. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Moutier's got his first points in this one.
That's a great look inside for Moutier. Nice body control, and like to see him with those kind of looks.
And stolen by Hezonja. Down low, Jordan. And Bamba pulls it down.
The defense was solid there, smothering him.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
Yeah, you can credit the play calling. Nothing really fancy, just imposing their will on the inside.
So it's the Knicks now. The Magic getting the bucket. Jordan with it. Bamba picks him up. Here's Hezonja. His 3 pointers off the mark.
And that's a clean shot, too. You got to sink those. He must be disappointed that he blew that chance.
Bamba kicks to Ross. Bamba with it. Boy, he was something else against the Lakers. Here's Money. Dishes at the board. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And last year for the Knicks, a bit of a throwback offense. First in the league in 2-point attempts, and second to last in the league in 3-point attempts. We'll see if the new coaching staff changes some of those numbers.
Ross with a steal. Gordon inside. Fogging on him. Nice shot there by Bamba. Bamba's got his second basket of the night.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing. The passion that they're playing with up and down the floor.
Now here's Jordan. He's coming off a 16-point game against New Orleans.
He also had 2 blocks that really impacted that game, guys. He really made his presence known.
Shot clock at 5. With his first shot attempt, rebounded by Isaac. And talking about the Knicks last year, definitely one of the bigger teams in the NBA.
Interesting to look down at their scoring last year, as their top 4 scorers were either centers or forwards. And that's a little bit unusual in today's game, where most of the impact's coming from the point guard or a wing player. Not the case for the Knicks, so they're looking for some backcourt help.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. This time they met in New York.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, those turnovers were inexcusable. So many of their possessions ended with them giving the ball away. It's one thing to make passes, but you need to pass to your own team, not the other one.
And a moment now to see the numbers for Jonathan Isaac. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so, averaging about 23 points per, 10 rebounds, and almost 3.5 steals. And he's a real threat defensively. You look at his steals during this stretch, always lurking for the smallest mistake.
And he's causing a lot of those mistakes, too. He's just harassing you 94 feet and does not give you an inch.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
For Orlando, they have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier.
And that one misses. raw talent Bamba has, just so impressive. A shot blocking specialist who also makes an impact on the offensive end.
The pass to Ross. Here's Money. Pass to Gordon. Takes the three. The shot is good. And so is the shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
It seems like they've been at it on both ends tonight. Tremendous all-around play from them. Has them up quite a bit here.
Now, here's Vonleh. Last time out, he had 14 points.
That's exactly what you want Moutier doing. Seeing the open man and firing that pass over to him for the clean look.
Money passes to Bamba, and it's in there. Bamba's got 10.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Moutier. 17 points for him last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Yeah, it was never all about himself. Assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
Here's Moutier. Passes to Lasagna. And Vonleh has it in the corner. Offline with his 3. Orlando's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points going up from outside here in the first.
And offensively, they've done a great job here of staying in rhythm.
Well, they've been the better shooting team throughout the first half because of their patience and because of their shot selection.
Here's Moutier after the Magic pick up 2. There's Lasagna. New York, no good that time either.
Yeah, a bit frigid to begin this one. Just can't make anything to get the game started. But this is where you have to sharpen up your passing. That's a careless turnover.
New York's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Got a piece of it. Here's Ross. And Ross with the slam.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stud. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And so here is New York. The Magic hitting the button. New York moving it around. And the basket by Knox. Here's Money. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. And DeAndre Jordan, the all-time leader in career field goal percentage, trade by a sizable margin.
Yeah, the most prolific dunker in the league, maybe in league history.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for New York. Jordan up top. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Frank Ntilikina is checked in for New York. On defense, Orlando. And it's good for 2. Smith's got his first basket of the night.
An active passer with good awareness. When Ntilikina spots the open teammate, he gets it to him.
To the middle. And Jordan sends it back. And he recovers it. Here's Bamba. That shot off the mark. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Down low. Knocks the pass to Smith. And he comes up with the deuce.
Getting more comfortable shooting from inside. Even though Smith Jr. is smaller, he knows how to score in the paint.
Inside, it's tipped. Bamba. And the tip by Bamba.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. The Knicks shooting just about an even 40% to start. To the inside. Ntilikina gets the bucket.
Proving he belongs in this league. Ntilikina getting better at taking contact and finishing.
Here's Money. Bamba passes to Gordon. It's rebounded by New York.
And listen, you can't design a play any better to get a look that good. Just couldn't. knock it down.
The best players know that is going to happen, and you just can't let it get into your head. It's a shot that you want to take.
The shot missing. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Pass to Knox. Trying to find Smith. He's got it now. And it's blocked by Gordon. And he gets it back. And he's able to get it back.
Got to get out his compass and just try to find himself right now and get himself going.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Now, here is Smith. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Here's Knox. Kicks it to Smith. And it's Smith again missing.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
I hope it hasn't gone to his head. He may be trying too hard at this point.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
And they go to the intentional foul.
We're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The Knicks making a switch here. Allen's checked in. Out to Smith. And the pass to Ntilikina. Allen against Ross. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lobs it up for Jordan. Stolen by Bamba. Isaac passes the money. He lobs it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. In the corner, Smith with it. And the Knicks miss again.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Ross, that's good.
And they are doing some damage from deep.
It is brutal to try and match up on the perimeter with a team that is this hot.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Smith, left side. A putback. And so it's the Orlando Magic up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Guys, we've seen the Magic really take control here.
I mean, they're winning the turnover battle, and oftentimes that can swing things your way.
Well, they're taking care of the ball. They're attacking on defense, and this has them out to a big lead after one.
And so it's New York with it. Gordon down low with Bamba next to him. Money out there with Terrence Ross. And it's Isaac in at the 3. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Looking at the Knicks, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Pelicans. Here's Money. He feeds it to Gordon. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Tuesday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Friday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets.
You know, most teams might get worried at a long road schedule like this one, but they've been so good away from home. I think they might be looking forward to it. You have to respect what this team can do when they're in your building.
Here's Money. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And so Allen will bring it up for New York as Jordan to top the key. Smith outside. Unloads from 13. will not go. This is offered for 9.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting.
The Knicks have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Smith missing again.
And his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
Now, they've also taken care of some of the details in this game, and that's why they're ahead.
Ntilikina kicks to Smith. It's tipped. Releases. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And here we go. Here's Money. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there, reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
Here's Allen. The Magic hitting the bucket. New York, no good that time either.
Man, he's missing those kind of good looks. This team is in some serious trouble.
There's so many great point guards in the league right now, Brent. Which of them do you think does the best job of running the pick and roll?
I think Chris Paul still heads up the top of my list for pick and roll operators. He's so devastating and has been for his entire career in the mid-range, just settling in at the free throw line and popping shots that seem effortless, and he's able to knock it down. Steph Curry still at the point guard position does so many unique things, Kevin, playing without the basketball and setting screens away from the ball to open up teammates, which eventually gives him opportunities to shoot threes. So divergently different, those two, but two of my favorites to watch.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. Stolen by Bamba. Here's Money. Cranes the three-pointer. Money's got 26 points.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Allen against Ross. Allen kicks to Jordan. Pass to Ntilikina. Some nice passing by New York here. Smith, no good.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
Got to be some consideration here for a different rotation because the matchups right now just not favorable.
Tipped away. Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. It's contagious. Every guy on the team working to keep this streak alive.
It's so fun when you're rolling like this. You just want it to continue as long as possible. And right now, fingertips are ablaze.
The main thing you get with Bamba, imposing defender, shot blocker in the paint.
So for the Knicks, Vonleh's checked in for Jordan. And it's Azania in for Frank Ntilikina. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
And with that much needed basket, he finally ends that 17-0 run by the Magic.
Grant shooting their first free throw of the evening. A different look for New York. Dotson's checked in. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Smith. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Money, defended by Allen, and stolen by Vonleh. Poked loose. Allen kicks to Dotson. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now here's Ross. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Lakers.
A lot of those plays came off tremendous hustle. He was committed to ripping down as many rebounds as he possibly could in this one.
The Knicks shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. From the arc. The shot by Vonleh, no good. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Ross with it. Now defended by Moutier. Ross, that's good.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
Now here's Moutier. He's tightly guarded. Misses off the left eye. Orlando's gotten in a roll from three-point land. They've been flawless. 6 for 6 tonight.
I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
Here's Dotson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Moutier with the basket.
No defender is going to have a shot against that kind of play. He's just too tall to stop that close to the rim.
Passes to Ross. Shoots the three. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you can turn it up.
And now, here's Hezonja. He had 15 points last out. Connects from three-point range. Allen's got 6.
Oh, a little punch, counter punch action. Neither side flinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
And the shot goes in.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Moutier. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Ross has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Bamba's shot is off. The Knicks shooting in the second quarter has been pretty embarrassing, just 27%. Allen surveying the D. Moutier, no good.
This just doesn't seem to be his night, or his team's for that matter either. They got to pull it together here quick, or it's going to be lights out.
Here's Money. Offensive rebound. And then Gordon hit the top.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, Jay, he does not waste one of them.
Well, you love the NBA, but some of these guys have the DNA. He also outworks everybody. Filthy combination.
And so it's New York with it. The Magic hitting the bucket.
And you just get the sense the whole period he's been a bit out of sync.
Yeah, sometimes you just can't figure out what's wrong, but he keeps trying to push through.
Now, here's Moutier. He's been a nice option for them offensively and is averaging more than 17 points a game.
The perimeter shot is certainly a work in progress for Moutier, but that one, not a problem.
Here's Money to the inside. The 11-footer. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Knicks shooting around 29% from the floor. Tough night for them all around on the offensive end. And it's Hezonja with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Here, he's checked in for New York. Orlando's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Money passes to Gordon. From down in the mid-post, he goes. Gordon's got 4 points in the quarter.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, on the defensive end, this is a joke. The lack of awareness is exactly why this team is so far behind.
Got a piece of it. Dotson kicks to Hezonja. Here's Trier. And it's off from three-point range. Orlando's gotten all but one of the three-pointers to go down in this game. They've gone 7 of 8 so far. Off pass to Gordon. Isaac passes to Gordon. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Gordon's got 14.
And that's about as easy as it gets. Not many guys are going to blow wide open layups at the professional level like that.
And here's Moutier. 7 points in the game. And now the bench break. Ross with the ball. Dashes it down to finish the break.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And great, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
A moment here to look at the numbers for Money. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
His instincts naturally are to score the basketball. That ability to find the creases in the defense is something you just don't teach, and it's awesome.
And that's a foul called on Money. That'll be his second foul of the game. And so it's New York with it. Pass to Dotson. New York moving it around.
And they've got a lot of ground to make up, and it's hard to do if you continue to struggle offensively.
Ross, that's good.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Now here's Moutier. He's guarded by Ross. There's the pass to Dotson. Pass to Trier to stop the run. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Bomber's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
He pulls off the lead and make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. New York shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. It's Herzonia in the corner. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Bamba passes to Money. They get it back. Bamba. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
Now here's Moutier. Tight defense on him. Knocks it loose. Ross with a steal. And another fast break opportunity here for the Magic. Here we go. That one falls. 34 points for Money.
You know, guys, fast break points right now in their favor, and they're really pushing the tempo.
New York with the ball. They'll be playing host to Portland for the next one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Longley kicks to Moutier. 1:29 left in the first half. Shot clock at 6. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Yes, and Moutier might have been able to take that shot himself, but instead heads up on a swivel and delivers to his teammate.
Here's Money. He's got 34. Ross, well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Ross has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Right wing. Here's Trier. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Well, the defense better look up and say thanks. Leaving guys that wide open is not a recipe for success.
And then Gordon with the block.
And just keeping his teammates involved. This is the kind of leadership you like to see.
Well, you can trademark this brand of basketball, running through the progressions and working around for decent looks.
Here's Moutier following the bucket by Orlando. Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Knox. New York, no good that time either.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another. Lightning.
That was incredible.
And how about the ground Isaac can cover? I mean, between his height and wingspan, alley-oops are becoming just a way of life.
Now, here is Smith. 9-point game his last outing. Shot from free throw range. No good. And so it's Orlando, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Right back after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Orlando had no problems getting going. They ended up scoring 14 unanswered points, really doing damage early. The effort, the intensity, impressive. At the end of the first quarter, they found themselves way out on top. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. What did you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Magic?
They have run their offense straight out of a coach's textbook tonight. Both ball and player movement have been excellent. And the result of all that movement, almost all high-quality shots get generated. It's pretty to watch. Very good fundamental basketball.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
Ernie, I don't use this word a lot because, one, I can't spell it, but it was definitely a subpar effort for them on the glass. That hurt. They're serious about cutting into this deficit. It's gut check time. You hear that, Ernie? I'm hitting my gut. You got to check your gut, Ernie. Gut check time, Ernie.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody, with Kevin Hart.
Flying high above Lake Eola in downtown Orlando as we welcome you back to the action at the Amway Center. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. The Knicks shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. Tipping off the second half, here's David Fizdale's 5. On lanes out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Moutier. Then it's Hazonia. And it's Dotson in at the 2. 5 to shoot. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in. Moutier's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for New York. Here's Money, defended by Moutier. Inside. Dotson the pass to Moutier. It's hauled in by Gordon.
You got to be a little bit questioning of the defense because I'm sure they feel foolish for giving that guy that look, but they survived it.
Now, here's Isaac. Hazonia defended. Here's Money. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
They got to hope to turn it on soon. 1 of 4 so far. They know they got to be better.
The quick look, no good that time. Knicks have gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room with the break. Here's Jordan. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
I love the attitude there of Jordan staying with the shot despite being grabbed.
Brett, last season the league cut back on timeouts. Are you hearing any other ideas of how to reduce the duration of some of these games?
There's also the idea last year where they put it into place where right after the second quarter ended, they put you on a 15-minute clock in between halftime.
It started immediately.
And I thought that was ideal. So if you're at a game and you get to see the dog jumping through the hula hoop,
which you love.
I love it. It's only going to last the 7 or 8 minutes before the teams come back out. And I thought last year that helped the game speed along. And I think they sped up last year, if I'm not wrong, Kevin, by about 3 minutes time.
I'm glad when you go out there and balance the dishes on your head. That's always been so fun to watch.
There's only one red panda.
No. Now, here's Bamba. He's guarded closer. Got that one from Isaac. Isaac's got 7.
Yeah, and he's got a quiet confidence about him, doesn't he, guys? I mean, he's thinking about shooting the ball as the pass is coming.
Moutier finds Hazonia. Back to Moutier from past the arc. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 15 rebounds here tonight.
Well, he made 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't found a way to connect again from outside during the second.
And it's nice to see Bamba finding his groove. When he's in sync, he feels like he can make any shot.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now, Moutier, 9 points in the game so far. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. They'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Boston Celtics.
And going up against the Pelicans, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
Money passes to Isaac. To the middle. On pass to Gordon. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. Now we get a chance to view the NBA's best setup man. You look at Money, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
It's hard to argue with his status as the best passer in the NBA right now. He just distributes the ball so well.
New York, no good that time either.
This has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Now, here's Moutier. He's covered closely. He kicks it to Vonleh. Hezonja on the wing. He's covered by Isaac.
I've not seen him shoot this poorly, guys, in a game this season.
Here's Money.
And that monster lead continues to grow. They are just piling it on now.
Now, that's the attack mindset with which they entered the game with, and I wouldn't expect them to let up now.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Rubber Habit, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play.
And with the monster finish, he stops at an 11-0 run by the Magic.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Dotson. No points in the game hit for him. And up the court come the Magic on the break. He dinks the rim with a two-handed slam.
And whatever the adjustments at halftime, they are looking really good right now.
Yeah, scratching my head trying to remember the last time that they missed. They're on an absolute tear.
Now here's Moutier, guarded closely, and he makes good on the layup. Moutier's got 11.
And even though there was a slight contest, Moutier can still make a high percentage of those opportunities.
Money passes to Isaac. Passes it to Money. To Isaac. Again, the Magic score.
It's contagious. Every guy on the team working to keep this streak alive.
It's so fun when you're rolling like this. You just want it to continue as long as possible. And right now, fingertips are ablaze. But he's like a carpenter out there. Great floor awareness. Zipping the ball over to his teammates with ease.
He gets that one. 9 points in the game so far.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Moutier with the ball. He's got 11. Kicks to Vonleh. Pass to Jordan. And it's blocked by Gordon. And now Bamba pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Really good at getting down the floor. When Bamba is hustling, good things often happen in transition.
Jordan up top. The dish to Moutier. Back to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
When we talk so much about accurate shooting, sometimes accurate passing can lead to great shooting. You saw it there.
Here's Money. He feeds it to Bamba. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. New York's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Bounce pass, Smith. Here's Trier. He's covered by Isaac. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And we get a chance to check out the numbers for Ross. First in three-point field goal percentage, second in field goal percentage, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And not only is he hitting from deep, he's doing it with great consistency. One of our league's most efficient three-point shooters. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Money. He has 40. He dishes it to Ross. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And so Allen will bring it up for the New York Knicks. And the pass to Knox. Smith left side. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
That's like milk on a hot day, just a bad decision. Absolutely no reason for him to be taking those shots.
Here's Gordon to Isaac, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And here's a look now at the shot chart showing the field goals attempted locations for Bamba.
Well, this is what you wanted to see from him. I mean, he's not settling for anything, and it's going right at the defender, taking the ball to the rim whenever he can. And the attitude he's had on offense is keeping his team flying around, as his energy is contagious out there.
Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Just throw it up there. Bamba, as long as you time the pass right, he's going to flush that one down.
Smith outside, lets it go from 11, and he overshot that one, missing. Orlando's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And stolen by Jordan. Here's Trier. He's covered by Isaac. Down low, Smith. Got a piece of it. And here's Gordon. He's got 18. Money pass it to Ross. And Bamba now top of the key. Here's Money. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Smith surveying the D. Here's the 3. And there's a call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. He's checked in for Allen. The Magic shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. Here's Money. Feeds to Gordon. Ross in the corner. Pass to Money. There's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Can they get it? Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
Here's Money. He has 40. To the paint. And they double up Gordon. Money pass it to Ross.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You got love that.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. New York's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Smith, no luck.
Man, when he's missing those kind of good looks, his team is in some serious trouble.
No hesitation at all in transition, and they have a huge margin in that department.
The Knicks shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working. We've got 1:48 left to play in the third. New York, no good that time either. Here's Bamba.
And at almost 7 feet tall, Bamba is hard to cover, and he's adept at getting these calls inside.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And that one misses. And New York making a change here. Cornette's checked in. And that trip coming up empty. Missing both. New York shooting just 28%. They are offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Passes it to Trick. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Some good defense in the NBA, so let's check out the leaders. Number 1, the Magic.
And this team has been completely dominant. Fewest points per game allowed in the league. These guys are talented, they trust each other, they work together, and you just won't find better coaching on the defensive end of the floor.
And he makes the first. So he gets them both.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Here's Money, covered by Smith. Here's Isaac. Another possession, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
41 seconds left to play here in the third. Trier passes to Knox. Out left to the wing. Here's Ntilikina. Clock at 6. Shoots over Isaac. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And scoring with the ball, he brings it up for the Orlando Magic. Pass to Isaac. It's intercepted. To the wing on the left. The pass to Trier. Stolen by Bamba. And so it's the Orlando Magic able to put on a show for the ages. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Gordon down low with Bamba next to him. Terrence Ross is out there with money, and it's Isaac in the three slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. New York shooting 27%. The offense is just embarrassing themselves. Neely Keena kicks to Smith. The baseline J. Misses off the right iron.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Here's money. And good. He hits it again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Pass to Cornette. Smith with it. 14 feet away. The shot misses. Orlando's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. We hear a lot about small market teams being anxious about retaining their own star players. Is that overblown, or do you think there is reason for concern on their part?
Do we think that players are not going to get recognized if they play in a small market by the national media, if they're one of the best players?
Well, look at Oklahoma City, look at Milwaukee with Antetokounmpo. I mean, they're all getting recognized.
I think these ideas have gone by the wayside for a lot of players, and they want the best opportunity for their playing and their best opportunity to shine, no matter where that is. So it's a bit of an archaic argument, in my opinion, Kevin, the way it is that we see guys nowadays, and take the small market thing out of that. There's one market, it's called the NBA.
Mm-hmm. 4 on the clock. Here's Ross. Buries it down low. Ross has got 26 points.
It's contagious. Every guy on the team working to keep this streak alive.
It's so fun when you're rolling like this. You just want it to continue as long as possible. And right now, fingertips are ablaze.
Yeah, but the effort's been there for him, just not getting the results.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Money passes to Bamba. Here's Isaac. Can't connect from 13 feet out. The Knicks have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. New York, no good that time either.
Might want to stop shooting from out there right now because it's just not working. He needs to look to get his teammates involved at this point in the game.
And every move he makes looks like the right one at this point.
Yeah, shooting at a very high percentage right now. This one extending the lead.
And it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Neely Keena kicks to Ellenson. New York, no good that time either. And the Magic with possession. They pick up 11 straight.
This whole second half, he's been unbelievable scoring the basketball. The defense has had literally no effect.
Here's Smith. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Poke loose. Isaac with the steal. Here we go. All alone. The finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Take a look at Isaac here, just patrolling the passing lanes, outstanding at knowing when to anticipate that pass.
New York's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. It's tipped. Isaac with the steal. And now Orlando on the break. He lobs it up. Another possession, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
The Knicks shooting a pretty pitiful 25% in this game. Offensively, they can't get anything going. Poke loose. Smith on the wing. This one for three. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Magic go the other way with it.
Look, if they want any shot at winning this game, he has to be better.
Offensive rebound. Isaac. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. They load the plate. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Owens check in for New York. We're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Here's Ntilikina. Inside. A stupendous finish in traffic.
And ball movement is important to any club. Ntilikina making it a priority to share it with his guys.
That bucket in no time at all. Money's got 58.
For this final period, they are putting up a ton of shots from deep.
Yeah, and making them. Once you get into this kind of rhythm with the three ball, it is so difficult for the defense to do anything about it.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Orlando's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Players are talking about the new sports science. Better sleep, recovery after lifting, playing, traveling, whatever it is. They say it's making a difference. What do you think?
I think it only makes a difference if the guys put it into practice, Kevin. Like, as much information as they can hand out in a team meeting and sort of give you directives about how it is you should rest and when it is you can get your sleep, players won't see those benefits unless they're as disciplined as they are with trying to get better in the off season as they are with making sure that they get proper rest to be at their athletic best for competition.
Passes it to Cornette. And Bamba pulls it down. Orlando's gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended. And the first one drops. That one is no good. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Ntilikina kicks to Allen. Poked away. And now Orlando on the break. Got that one from Isaac.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
And Joe Allen will bring it up for the New York Knicks. Out to the right wing. Ellenson with a wide open look. Good on the three-point shot. Ellenson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Love to see it when he pulls up from the outside. A big guy with tremendous range is a prized commodity in today's NBA.
Here's Money, 8 feet away. Bamba kicks to Gordon. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open,
He knows how to knock those down.
Here's Ntilikina. Tearaway warm-ups have long been a feature of the NBA. But last season, the new tearaway jerseys, they just kept ripping apart.
the old uniform malfunction, Kevin, last year. Yeah, maybe.
You even had a couple malfunctions, and that was odd.
Well, the tie, bad tie. I always have bad ties. I think they're looking back at the material choices for what they're doing. So maybe there'll be some subtle changes into this year. But it was interesting. In the early part of last year, a lot of guys with a finger underneath the arm and pulling away a jersey and ripped away. So maybe the supplier will do something about the fabric this year.
Allen passes to Ntilikina. Shot clock at 6. And another steal for him.
And he's just been able to anticipate their every move.
Well, you're right. An absolute pest on the defensive end.
You have two things working here, with the turnover and then the excellent finish.
A good job of transitioning end to end there. There was no hesitation.
Here's Money. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
And then Thomas with the jam.
Got to be smart enough to take what the defense allows. Lance Thomas does it that time at the rim.
Here's Money. Oh, that's blocked. But he gets it back. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. And Orlando making a change here. Grant's checked in. And New York.
Cry, yeah. Our connection so magnetic.